Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Story today is truck driver handed mandatory life sentence without parole for intentional crash through a group of people. This is by Wimberly Patton. So a truck driver was handed a mandatory life sentence without parole for intentionally crashing into a group of men standing outside of a strip club. 27-year-old Dylan Fogel was sentenced to life in prison without parole on Wednesday, December 3rd, after a jury found him guilty of murder in the first degree, DUI manslaughter, 2 counts of attempted murder in the first degree, and 2 counts of DUI with serious bodily injury. The jury determined that Fogel had rammed into the group intentionally, resulting in the mandatory life sentence. According to Tampa Bay Times, Fogel and his friend Anthony Matulski met for dinner and drinks before heading to Emperor's Strip Club in Tampa, Florida, in Matulski's pickup truck. Surveillance footage shows the 2 men briefly fighting in the parking lot before appearing to make amends and heading into the club. Fogel was eventually kicked out of the club for attempting to touch a dancer in an inappropriate manner. During the following hour, Fogel walked down East Adamo Drive to where he had parked his company semi-truck, drove it back to Emperor's. He made 53 phone calls and sent multiple texts during that time, including a message that read, "Goodbye. I'm going to prison for vehicular manslaughter." Matulski was eventually escorted out of the club for acting inappropriately with the same dancer and was caught on surveillance footage fighting with patrons and staff near the loading dock at the rear of the club. Matulski was pushed to the ground but quickly got up, and that's when Fogel rammed his truck into the group of men. People not injured or killed in that crash then pulled Fogel out of the truck, struck him multiple times before the police arrived. Fogel's attorney argued that he was just trying to defend his friend and that he applied the brakes at the last moment. "We're trying to apply logic to a drunk man," she said. "He wanted to kill someone," said Assistant State Attorney Christina Berkowitz, "and he wanted to use a vehicle to do it. You don't get brownie points for that, hitting the brakes." The guilty verdict was read at about 7 p.m. on Wednesday. Shortly after, Judge Lheen Channel sentenced Fogel to life in prison without parole as required by state law. Drinking, right? That's no excuse for it. Doesn't say how many people died. I haven't seen the rest of the story yet, but and this story here doesn't say how many people died. It sounded like maybe he killed his friend. If he was trying to save his friend, I don't know. But get you no good, right? Just get you no good, especially if you're a truck driver. You just need to stay away from that stuff and just do your job and move on down the road, man. It's, you want to lose your life, you want to lose your business, whatever it is, keep on drinking. You'll lose it sooner or later. But our prayers go out to the people who are injured or hurt or killed. This man doesn't sound like he's going to get out. Maybe never. Sounds like no parole at all, right? So Florida's pretty strict on that stuff. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Y'all have a great day, great night, whatever the case may be. We'll see you next time.